Hey guys. So today is November 5th, and just to give you guys a bit of an update, still waiting to hear from the hospital to let me know when my appointment with the cardiologist is going to be. But I do have an appointment with my family doctor coming up in about 2 weeks. To look over some other possible causes for this heart block thing that they're saying I have. Just wanted to share with you guys a little something, which I put on Instagram today, and I might have mentioned it a few times before. I know I've talked to people in person about it, but why why is it that I work out, and why I'm so dedicated to it now more than ever. I've always been interested in working out. I've always wanted to be a buff dude, someone in shape. But I would get bored with exercise, and I would switch the exercises around, and I'd take a layoff for a couple months and then go back. And this is the longest stint I've ever gone with training consistently. I've taken a few weeks off here and there, or like a couple of weeks off, just to let my body rest, but then I would get back and keep going. So over the course of the last 2 years, 3 years, I guess it'll be 3 years since my last surgery, I haven't had very much time off. And the reason being is, I guess you could say, I'm somewhat obsessed, and basically it's more of an anxiety I have right now, where I'm just trying to be as big and as strong as possible, so that if and when I do end up sick again, if I end up having another surgery, if I end up being hospitalized, at least I'll be coming from a place where I'm bigger and stronger than I was before. So when I inevitably lose weight and lose size and lose my strength, well, hopefully I won't fall so far down, and then hopefully be able to come back relatively quick. One of my biggest fears that I have right now is leaving Julie alone to raise the kids, because I pass away, and it might sound a little extreme, but when you've gone through as many surgeries as I've had, and a few of them were life-threatening, even in recovery, having to spend 9, 12 hours in recovery because I would stop breathing, and they would have to, really monitor me, because I would breathe again on my own, but it was, they were concerned because I would literally stop breathing all of a sudden, and then it would come back. So that's basically why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to to let go by any means. So maybe maybe I do push myself a little too hard, um, but it's because of that. It's because of that reason that I am, and I like I said before, I don't plan on trying to be a fitness model of any kind or anything like that. I know I don't have any delusions, but my goal is just to continue to improve myself, get stronger, get bigger. So right now I'm sitting at about 185 pounds, which is a pretty okay weight. My best shape would have been in my mid 20s, and I was sitting at around 170 pounds. I was in really good shape cardio wise, but I was not as strong as I am now. So my strength has improved a lot. My cardio is getting better. I'm not terrible. My cardio is not terrible right now. But after this weekend, I had no energy all weekend. Saturday, Sunday, I was just so tired, and I don't know if it's this heart thing or if it was just because I was over exhausted from my training and from work, which I'm very lucky that I have understanding and very good bosses where I work. Um, you know, I broke it to them today that I'm waiting to hear from the doctors and stuff, but there's a possibility that I may or may not be around this winter, depending on what kind of action the cardiologist wants me to take. And I was keeping that a secret for a long time because, quite frankly, I was afraid that they'd get rid of me. See, my whole job with CN, as soon as you get hurt, you're garbage to them. So, you know, the last thing I wanted to do was screw up this new job that I've been here for 2 years now, but it's still a new job for me, I guess. So anyway, they were very supportive. My bosses really seemed very concerned. They want me to be safe. They want me to, to take it easy, and they're understanding about my work schedule. I have a very light schedule with work. I don't even work 40 hours a week. However, in the wintertime, I do work usually close to 50 hours a week. And I told them, I said, I don't know if I'll be able to do that again this year because of my health issues. And they were more than accommodating. So I'm I'm not trying to do this to sound whiny or anything, but it's a very real reality. My last winter working, I was working 10 hours a day and training, and I was constantly tired. I was taking monster drinks and coffee and green tea tablets at 1.2, and I was just having a lot of issues with my hydration, and because of I was constantly dehydrating myself with all the caffeine. So I explained that to them, and I said, I'll do what I can, but if I'm tired, there's going to be days where I won't be able to do overtime, and they were more than understanding. So nothing more I can ask for there, and I'm just hoping that I get a good appointment with that cardiologist when I do see him, and that things get progressively better. I'm still holding out for some hope. So anyways, I'll leave you guys with that for now. This is already too long, but we'll talk to you guys in the next clip.